You have to remember to hit this, shut off the sound on yours.
It's off, isn't it?
Okay, I'm back after a little bit of a problem there, so I apologize. We're going to try this again. So what happened, I don't know, except now we've got, there you go. Cleansing broth when these things happen. I don't know what happened, but it's my first Google Hangout, as you know, that I've not done before. What? Oh, you're on the wrong page. There we go. Okay. All right. We're on track now. Here we go. Reverse.
Cut.
My name is Danna Crawford, and this is like cut 100, take 300. And I'm sorry about the previous mess up, but I lost internet connection. And it happened when I was actually going to show you a live demo. So it didn't like that. So I had all these screenshots set up to show you step by step how to print a label. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to risk having that happen again. So I'm going to have a second video. I'll record that later and it'll be offered as a follow-up. Oh, okay, so back to square one. I'm here with my assistant, Miss Debbie Clinton. She's a good friend of mine, and she's waved and said hello 4 times now. No, but we've had that many takes. So now we're on the track for success, and now we're going to help you get on the track for understanding the priority mail labels and shipping with the Postal Service. So part 2 will have the actual label. But for now, I'm going to talk about the envelopes. So the first one envelope is $4.95 to print your label through eBay. And you can put a lot in these envelopes. I roll up blue jeans, ugly Christmas sweaters. I like to put everything in plastic first and then slide it in. So you know whatever you put in this envelope, it's going to cost you $4.95 to ship it. Then we have a padded flat rate envelope is $5.35. If it fits, it ships. $4.99 for a legal size. Now this one's a little bit longer. It's called legal size. And it's good for big and tall men's jeans or some bigger products fit very well in there. And this one is a flat rate small box. You can fold these up. We used to ship videotapes in them. Remember those things? VHS videotapes. And you fold these up and they are nice and secure and they hold little things. So this costs $5.20 to ship in that one. So that's small. And this one is medium. This is a medium flat rate box. Popular sizes that I use. And this one costs $10.65. And they're nice because they store on the shelf very easily. You can order these from the post office, pile them up on the shelf. And what I do is I actually have my shelves marked with arrows so that my husband can find them too. And then there's no messing about. It makes life so much easier when you have all of your shelves marked. This is flat rate. This is this. Another day I'll show you my garage where I keep them all. This is a flat rate large, and this is the game size. They have a couple different flat rate large sizes, and this one's perfect for shipping board games in. It's actually designed for that. You can get a lot in these too. And I sold a bunch of toy cars one time, and they were really, really heavy. And I just filled it up all the way to the top with all of these toy cars. Worked out really well. And then we have the other flat rate, large, is $14.80. This is also great. I keep these for my kids. So I keep 3 of these ready, and then I slowly fill them up with goodies to send to my kids, and I know it's going to cost me $14.80, and I can fill it up to the brim with cookies and goodies. So those are the main. You got your small, your medium, your large, and then the envelopes. So they're perfect. Then we have for express. Now I suggest, especially during holiday time, everybody add express mail as another option to your shipping, because people are in a hurry. They like to get their gifts really quick and not stress about it. So they don't mind paying extra. And plus you'll receive that fast and free, well, you'll receive the Fast Express logo with the truck there if you offer express next day shipping. And you print these labels through eBay just the same, $14.85. We've got the legal size and we've got the regular size. So there you have it. Now this is the part I was going to go to the demo to show you how to do print labels. So since I can't do that, again, that'll be available as a follow-up. But I want to point out that it's really important that you have a good shipping scale. This is mine that my husband bought me for our wedding anniversary. And it's really a good scale. It's kind of dirty, but it's been through a lot. And it just folds up if I want to use it that way or this way, and it's digital and it's very accurate and it works great. So I recommend everybody's going to need a shipping scale. Now at the end of this video, I'll have a link posted. I didn't post it ahead of time. So I'm going to have a link posted and you can subscribe to the newsletter. And everybody will get a follow-up with links to everything, and I'll have links so that you can purchase shipping scale as well and order your priority mail shipping supplies. So let's see. So we were going to do the demo, but we can't do that now, so we'll wait until the follow-up for that, and then I'm going to show you step-by-step how to do the printing of the labels. I'm not even going to risk losing internet connection. So the next thing I was going to do after I did that was to answer a few questions. I had a couple people send questions ahead of time, and one came from Kay Stone, and she asked about shipping fragile glass vases that she was nervous about shipping. So let me show you this vase. Well, it's not a vase, it's actually a lamp. This is a Belique lamp, and I actually brought this from London. And I bought it in a charity shop. They call them charity shops. There goes the cat. Charity shop, like thrift shop. And it's a Belique lamp. It's really cool. And believe me, I was nervous about bringing this home. I had to wait and get the attachment. I have this for sale in my eBay store. I actually paid £8 for it at a charity shop, and I love it. But if the price is right, I do have it priced in my store. If somebody does price it, I mean buy it, of course I'll sell it. But otherwise, it looks really nice in my living room. But what I was getting at was on how I packaged it to ship it. I didn't ship it. I brought it home in my suitcase. But what I did was I filled the inside with popcorn, and then I rolled it in bubble wrap, and then I rolled cardboard around that, and then I kept with clothing around it. Now, what I would do when the time comes for me to ship this, I will do close to the same, but I won't send them my clothes, of course. But I'll fill it with popcorn, and then I'll bubble wrap it, and then I'll roll cardboard around it. Or I may, if I'm going to ship it priority mail, it depends where they live. If I ship it priority mail, I may slip it into one of my favorite priority mail shoe boxes, and then ship it into a bigger box, put popcorn or newspaper around that, and then put it in double box. It's really, really important to double box fragile. Have you shipped many fragile stuff, Debbie?
Oh, yes. A lot of bone china.
Bone china. There you go. And you have to double box, don't you agree?
Absolutely, yes.
So I'll show you what I bought. So I have this popcorn, and I actually bought this because I needed to have it on hand because I actually have a lot of glassware on now. And so it's better to buy it on eBay because you get it so cheap versus down at Staples or one of the office stores. So I try to keep it on hand and buy it, like when it starts going low, I'll just get on eBay and I'll buy some more so that I have backup because it's really good to have. So this is the popcorn that I like. And again, I'll be sending everybody links to see where I buy it. And then the bubble wrap makes a huge difference, the kind of bubble wrap that you use. Now, it's highly recommended by the post office that you use the large bubbles. And the large bubbles give it more cushion than little bubbles. Things break easier when you use little bubbles, and I've learned that the hard way. So it's really important that you use large bubbles, and don't be shy with it. I buy this on eBay too. I get it at a great price. We just buy it in bulk on eBay. And then as it starts to run low, we'll get on there and we'll order some more because you need to keep this on hand for sure. And I'll share with you in my email where I get that. Now the other thing you're going to need is tape. And my husband sells on eBay too, and we just buy it by the case, and it's way cheaper. So we buy like 36 rolls. Now the thing is, when you buy tape, you want to really pay attention to how big it is. Because like if you go down to the dollar store, you'll notice you don't get as much on the roll. So I can't remember the square feet. Let's see if this one says. I can't remember. It doesn't say. I think it was 250 square feet, something like that. So, but when you're doing your shopping on eBay for your tape, you want to first of all pay attention to how many feet are on the roll. And then you want to pay attention to if they have this seam. Because we've bought tape before and they wouldn't have that little seam for you to pull the paper, and it takes you like days to pick and pick and pick and try and find the end. And I've noticed that the really cheaper kind of quality tape comes like that. Now I did if you look at my videos from, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, when I shipped the Starbucks coffee mug, you can look in the archives, but when I shipped the Starbucks coffee mug and I shipped, the poodle lamp, and I was pointing out that when I tape a box, like a big brown box, like you'll see in that demo, and when I taped the box, the tape was actually, because it was an old box, it was like old cardboard, and sometimes the tape won't stick very nicely to the box. And so what I'll do is I'll tape it up to the best that I can, and then I'll take saran wrap, and I just wrap saran wrap totally around the whole box, and then I'll put another bit of tape around it. Now that I'll do that for Parcel Select, but I know saran wrap kind of seals it in, and it's cheaper to buy than those the sealing tape from the shipping supply store or whatever. Cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever brand is your brand of choice. So bottom line, Kay, I hope that helps you feel more confident in shipping your vases, because it really is just a matter of having the right kind of items for shipping. So the next question came from, I can't read the name, and it was how to avoid massive shipping charges. She said she paid $34 to ship a wreath from Georgia to Miami. And then I read further that she used UPS. So don't use UPS. No, I don't use UPS. But the thing is, you've got to compare rates. No matter what system you're using, you have to take a look at the priority mail versus the parcel select versus FedEx versus UPS. And then take a look, when you're looking at all of the options, take a look at insurance involved, and if you have to pay extra for insurance, or the size of the box and all that. My guess is from Georgia to Miami, she probably could have shipped that cheaper by using FedEx or the priority mail. Now, everybody that knows me knows I'm not a fan of FedEx, because I've had 4 claims with them and they've never honored them because they said I didn't package the items properly. Now, you know, I've been an eBay seller for 18 years almost, so I pretty much know how to package my products. Also, I forgot to mention that all of this demo and everything that I'm showing you is my way of packaging. So you may develop your own way, but I'm just sharing with you what has worked for me and what I feel is the way to package. So if you wrapped a wreath, my guess is a wreath isn't breakable. So I would, and if it was really, really heavy and it was not breakable, I would probably ship it FedEx. But if it was breakable, like a lamp or something really heavy, I'm certainly not going to use FedEx, because they don't honor their claims, or they don't for me anyhow, but just saying. So it's really important to compare rates across the board. You can even go directly to their website. What I like to do is sometimes I'll go to the priority mail website, even the USPS website, and I'll put in my zip code, and then I'll put in, I'm in Florida, and then I'll put in 90210, which we all know is California. It's the one I can remember. And then I can kind of get an idea for what the most expensive kind of shipping will be. And then I usually have no problems with, you know, adjusting my shipping prices. So the other thing I wanted to tell you was about poly bags and envelopes. So these are really great. These are poly bags. And again, I buy these on eBay in bulk. But this is a great big one. And these are great, aren't they, Debbie?
Oh, yes. For quilts.
Debbie ships quilts and bedding in these, right?
Yes.
And then it's better than adding the weight of a box.
Yeah.
And so poly bags are really nice. This is a giant one that has some boxes in it, actually. And then there's smaller ones, smaller poly bags you can get. Here's this red. I bought red poly bags when I was in London. I bought these in eBay UK. I actually haven't seen them here, but I'm sure you can get them here. And then they're nice because if you have something, especially under a pound, you can ship them first class. So you can put, you know, your item in there, your little stuffed animal, and then print your label and ship it first class, and it's really inexpensive. Or a little blouse, they're nice too. Now this is a padded envelope, and we go through a few of these when I ship my CDs or DVDs, and they're very nice too. And these, all of these types of bags come in all different sizes. So you can get padded envelopes or poly bags, and they're great for under a pound, because generally if something's over a pound, you may as well ship it priority mail. That's just how I feel about it. And then also green shipping. There's plenty of options out there. You know, when I first started on eBay, I was a single mom, 3 kids, and money was really tight. And that's our ice machine now going off. So I used to really be careful and selective on finding green shipping supplies, free stuff. And there's ads you can put out on different bulletin boards on the internet in your community for anyone have shipping supplies they want to get rid of. Also, when my kids were little, I used to have the pediatrician would save all of the bubble wrap and the popcorn and also those foam boxes. I actually have some of those. I forgot to bring those in. I've got one in that bedroom. Would you look, Debbie, right to the right? These foam boxes are awesome, and they're perfect for shipping glassware in because they're nice and lightweight. And so I actually bought this at a garage sale for $1 because I bought poodles that day. I bought a bunch of poodles and I couldn't find anything to carry them in, so I just bought this, put them in.
Glass poodles.
Yeah, glass poodles. Yeah, see, my price tag's still on. It says $1. But this came from Omaha Steaks, so you could always order some steaks. And then get some shipping boxes. But those are great, and they're great too for overseas shipping too, because if the boat sinks or something. No, I've also had people thank me for when I've used the small ones. They thank me for the bait box. They'd say, "Oh, thanks for the stuff," and "Oh, I love the bait box. That was nice of you." So there's a lot of green shipping opportunities out there. Also, hairdressers. They get all their shampoo shipped in, big boxes with popcorn and bubble wrap, and just start asking people to save them for you. Also, what do I have? The bags. Oh, here they are. Get them. Here they are. I have all my friends save their bags for me. This is full of shopping bags. So my friends save them all for me because I ship everything in a plastic bag first. So save the planet, one package at a time, and reuse the shopping bags. So just ask your family and friends to start saving them for you. Now you might remember when eBay was running their shipping, the eBay Green Team. Oh, the eBay Green Team was running their boxes. You might remember this, and it was what the thought was that you would ship in your box, and then when you received it, you would fill out your name and all of your information, and then it would keep being reused. And that was the goal of these shipping boxes that the eBay Green Team put out. And I just recently got one, and I was so tickled pink. I really hate to part with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I just haven't found anything to ship in it right yet and pass it on. But it's kind of cool because the idea was to keep it going. So each person would write in there what they bought and thank them, or write a little note, and then you keep marketing. You could keep marketing your eBay ID, and as it goes along. I can remember when we used to do traveling auctions, and we had so many of those going, but that's another show. Part of my book coming out. So, yay, the eBay box. I wish they'd bring these back because it was really fun when everybody just kept shipping them around and reusing them. So I hope that they bring those back sometime. So now that we have Debbie monitoring the chat room, if anybody has any shipping questions, this would be a good time to type in any questions that you may have. And what else? I think, what did I forget? Oh, I forgot the other boxes. Now, regional, these are regional A and regional B. Now, sometimes you can save more money by shipping on regional boxes, and you'll see that when you watch the shipping label demo, because I do point that out. So there's regional A and regional B, and they come in 2 sizes. Now, these are not flat rate. These are called regional. So there's a shirt box for each. Regional A, There's a shirt box, and then there's a square box. And sometimes you save more money by shipping in these than you do any other shipping. And this one's called Regional B, and they're by regions. So if somebody is within your area code or your region, then shipping in this box will be cheaper. So they each have a shirt box. You can see this one's a little bit bigger shirt box, and then our square box. So you got Regional A and Regional B. They're not flat rate. Now these are not flat rate either. I'm running out of room. Okay, so these are all priority mail boxes that you can order from the post office, and it's free. This is a Tyvek bag. These are awesome. I like to use these a lot too, and this is by weight. These are, they're very hard to rip or destroy. And you can put a lot in there too. I shipped a jacket in there one time just because I didn't have a box, but it fit in here very nicely. And then it's by weight. So you pay priority mail by weight. And then we have this is my favorite box. This is 7 by 7 by 6. And this is what I use to ship my coffee mugs and my Starbucks mugs in, because it's safe and secure and people really appreciate it. And it's a nice size box. You can really ship coffee mugs. It's perfect. Or, little things. But it's actually my favorite size. I go through these a lot. And then this size also, this is just a mailing shirt box. It's by weight. So whatever fits, then when you put it in it, then you go and you calculate. So you would put in your weight and your measurements, which I'll show you in the next video on how to do that. And then this is another one that I love, and this is a shoe box that I was talking about earlier, how we could wrap up that lamp and then bubble wrap it all up and put it in this shoe box. I use these shoe box a lot. I actually ship steins, beer steins I've shipped in it. Besides shoes, there's a lot of tall things that you could ship in it as well. Vases. Now there's tubular. It's like tubular, Valley Girl days. These are tubular boxes, and they're reversible. So this side is express, this side is priority mail. So whichever one you use, you want to make sure that you use the right side and tape it up. Now I use these for golf clubs, especially the tall one. And you could even add a little bit more cardboard to it if you need to. But this is a tall, long, skinny flat rate. Or excuse me, not flat rate. They're called medium tubes if you want to order some. But they're not flat rate. So they're by weight. So you put in, again, the weight and measurements. And this is my all-time favorite. And it is just a big priority mail box. I actually use these to ship my hats in. You might have noticed I've got a bunch of red hats around here. I have to get them listed. They're not mine. And, or they are mine, but I don't wear them. So I would ship my red hats in here. So they're perfect. Here's one here, for example. And just tape it up. And then I would put my hat in plastic first. And wrap it in there, fits in there really nice, and it's so lightweight, weighs hardly nothing. So it still is going to be less than a pound actually, or right at a pound. And so, and it's by weight. So it's still pretty inexpensive to ship it. And I ship my hats and that like that all the time. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I've got my boots that I was actually trying to show you in the demo. So I sold these boots for $41, and you'll see the replay video coming up. So there were these boots. I actually bought those at Hospice Thrift Store. I don't remember what I paid. It wasn't much. And they're brand new with tags. So I sold them for $41, I believe. 41 or 45. No, $49.99. And so what I do is I always write a note. And my note says, "Thank you, enjoy the boots," with my name and a happy face, and then put my business card in. And then I like to wrap everything in plastic. So I'll put the first boot in to make sure it fits into the box. And this is not flat rate, this is the large mailing box. Put them both in there. Snug as a bug in a rug. Kind of deformed a bit. Box it up. Now where's my tape? My kids were little, they used to hate that sound. And I'd always say that sound is money. There's a pair of shoes. There's those new jeans you need. So you should like that sound because that sound is money, honey. So tape that up nice and snug. And then in the demo, you'll see how I printed the label. And I printed the label out, and it comes out like this. Actually, it also, you could have it on a full piece of paper and then cut it in half. I actually have an actual printing machine, a label printer, but it's not necessary. You don't need one of those. You may want that as your goal when you grow, to purchase one of those, and then you just stick it on. Otherwise, I just tape on my label, and it's ready to go. Now, tomorrow's actually a holiday, so this won't go out until Tuesday. That's all there is to it. And it weighed 4 pounds, and it was $5.95 to ship these boots because they're going to Chesterfield, South Carolina, which is in our region. Now, I could have put them in a region. No, I think the regional box was actually about the same price. But of course, they're not going to fit because they were boots, so they wouldn't fit in that box anyhow. So that should give you a better understanding of all of these priority mail boxes. Now, the other types of shipping that you can do is called Parcel Select. And then Parcel Select now, because the post office has reduced their rates so much, Parcel Select has actually been, it's been cheaper to ship priority mail. Have you found that?
Yes, I have lately, the past few weeks.
So it's been better to ship that way. Now, another question that I had was someone asked me about shipping, about painting. And I actually have a painting to ship, but I didn't prepare all of the stuff because I sold one last night. But what I'll do is I'll make another video on that so I can show you how I'm going to box it. Because I actually, when I have a high-end kind of picture, I actually buy the boxes, and I think they're about $6. It just depends where you buy them at, but they're heavy duty, thick cardboard. And it's just, you feel so much better when you ship them that way. So, okay, so this is ready to go. And what's that? So that's really that. Also, I'll point out that this shipping tape, the post office doesn't give out freely anymore. This is like my last roll. So I try to use it sparingly because it's kind of hard to get. But that's that. They used to give it out, and then now they don't give it out anymore. So I think that's about it, really. Everything that I was going to discuss, other than the label demo. So I can't do that. Yes, and then the newsletter. So when I finish this video, I'll go post the new link. It'll be at the bottom of this video. Apologize, I lost it. So the newsletter will be on this. Everybody that subscribes to the newsletter will receive an invite to all my future shows of educational kind of presentations that I'm going to be doing on eBay and selling on eBay. And also links to purchase all of the things that I've showed you today. So is there anything else you'd like to add? Did I forget?
I don't think so.
Okay, was there any questions? Was anybody even here?
Oh yeah.
People showed up. Thank
they
you.
did come back in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, after they lost. But
Thank you so much.
God Bluff and Walking Picker.
Oh, Walking Picker.
Yes.
That's Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. Chris actually had me on his YouTube show, and he's actually the one that showed me how to use Hangout. So I guess I should have asked him what to do when you get cut off, because I really didn't even know what to do, but I guess it's all a learning curve. So that's that. So I'll go ahead and make that other follow-up tonight. So it'll be like part 2 of this section, and then I'll get that video or that link added for you to subscribe. And then Debbie, she has, how many items do you have in your eBay store?
About 400.
400. Very nice.
Yeah.
So you can come over now. And
Oh, I can come over and chat. We could chat. We're going to talk about eBay.
Yeah. It's our favorite subject.
Right. Just if you don't love it, list it.
That's Debbie's motto. Don't you
That's
love it? I love that motto.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, list it.
That's it.
Perfect. Cha-ching.
There you go.
Yeah. So how can they find your eBay store?
The southerncottage.net.
The southerncottage.net. Or you could actually just go to Google and type in the Southern Cottage eBay store.
Right.
And it'll come up, because I did that this morning.
Right. It comes up about 5 times 5.
Yeah.
First 5.
That's right. eBay's kicking butt with the SEO lately.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
It's really been showing up well on the SEO, so I'm really happy about that. And okay, so happy shipping day to all, and to all a good night.
There you go. Good selling.